Hello, everybody. I am back. Obviously, this is not the usual place that I am because I moved. And as a lot of y'all know, I was already moving, but I didn't film any of it. I was super stressed about moving. I hate moving, like I said in my last video. I hate moving. And I worked all the way up until my move. So my last day of work was Wednesday of last week, and right when I came home from work, I had to finish packing, and by finish packing, I mean pack. Because the next day my dad was coming, we were going to pack up the trailer, turn in my keys, and then head off on Friday, and that's exactly what we did. Everything went very smooth, thankfully. But yeah, so today is Thursday, so it's been a week since I left my apartment. So I've been here for about 5 days, and I'm pretty much settled in, which is really exciting. I thought it was going to take me much longer. Today's obviously a rest day, as Thursdays always are. Annie now has a friend, and I'll show you that in a second. Get a little bit of footage, and then tomorrow I am lifting. I've gone to 2 different gyms. I think I know which one I'm gonna pick, but I did buy a week pass for one of them, and I want to get my money's worth. So I'll probably go to that one tomorrow, but we'll see. Today I would like to focus on doing some marketing for my online coaching business. The biggest thing about this move that I want to accomplish is making my online business my main source of income that I can live off of. I'm struggling a little bit, obviously, financially. That move was not by choice, and there was a lot of things that went on in my life that I had to make this decision. But it is what it is. Money comes and goes, and this is just going to be a growing opportunity for me. I'm still probably going to get some sort of job, whether it's a serving job or something small that I'll still have enough time in the day to obviously get my lift done and everything bodybuilding, but also enough time for me to focus on my online business. Like, it's not going to be a career job. It's going to be, a part-time job that pays the bills that my online doesn't. Still on the hunt for that. I applied to like 6 jobs. But yeah, if you need a coach, I'm here. I coach lifestyle clients. I'm looking into educating myself enough to eventually get into the bodybuilding realm of coaching. I have a lot of learning to do, so that is not in the near future, but I do want to make that part of my future. But yeah, I kind of wanted to give y'all a little room tour. I obviously moved in with my dad. I have lived on my own since my freshman year of college, so this is a little different. I mean, not on my own, but away from family since my freshman year of college. So this is a bit of adjustment, but I'm so far much happier than I thought I was going to be. I honestly thought that when I moved here, I was going to be kind of put into a period where I was just sad. Because I did love Nashville. I do love Nashville. I met a lot of amazing people there. But I think that ultimately this move was really good for me. And it's only been 5 days, and I'm very positive. I mean, Annie has a dog he can play with every single day. I mean, as you can tell. He has a dog that he's constantly playing with, and he's not, stuck in an apartment all day. I'm around family, and I love my family. But yeah, ultimately, this move is good for me, and I know in the long run, I'll be happy I did this. But let's look at my space that I made for myself. I'm actually proud of it, and it's bigger than my room in my apartment was, which is nice. But yeah, let's get into that. Okay, to start, here's my bed where this is Athena. She is a cane corso, and she's a whopping 120 fucking pounds. So she's a tank. But that's Athena, and then obviously there's Annie, and then my childhood dog, Earnhardt, who is a pug. Basically, got myself pretty much settled in. Also, fuck you. My dad's putting, so my brother is an electrician, and my dad is having him put can lights in because that thing is honestly just annoying. I hit myself pretty good, if it will focus on me. I hit myself pretty good on there. Last night I wasn't paying attention when I was walking into the room and I just bonked my head on it. It's pretty low. I mean, the ceilings are probably like a little over 6 foot, so my nose hit right there last night. And it was one of those things where like I kind of had to grab onto something and just kneel, and it didn't hurt that bad. It's pretty lightweight, but I had to just put myself back together and be like, okay, that just happened. Cool. But I never turned that light on, but I'm going to for video purposes. If you know, overhead light doesn't go on. But anyways, and then I have just my gym bag, my mirror, and then my desk that is a little messy. I got Starbucks today. I thought I ordered a venti, but it's a grande. So, and it ended up being like $7 fucking. I don't understand why. So this is what I get for not paying attention before I placed order. So that's cool, but it tastes great. I learned my lesson there, and yeah, so it's really cool because where my dad lives is so convenient. I mean, there's Chipotle across the street. There's Moe's, which I prefer. Moe's is better than Chipotle. I don't care what any of y'all have to say. Also walkable, but Starbucks is right up the street. So I walk there. I've done it 3 times, which is too much, but when I get into a different, like, main routine, I'll walk there whenever I want coffee. There's a gym that's walkable. It's the one I went to in high school. And that's probably not the one I'm going to choose. But if I did need to, like if it snowed really bad and the roads are closed but the gym was open, I'll walk there. I have no excuse now to not make it to the gym. Enough yapping. This is where I do a lot of my work. My heels are there because I had check-ins yesterday. And then over here, I have my bookshelf, which actually does have books, but I needed a place for all of my supplements. So that's all of that. Dresser, wax warmer. I don't even know why I make my bed every day because they mess it up the second I make it. Nice. And then if you walk out in here, I bought these clothing racks from Walmart for like $8 because obviously I'm in a basement, so I don't have a closet. So I made myself a closet, and I have the clothing rack that was in my living room at my apartment. Right there is my bathroom, but I don't really think I need to show that. And then just a shoe rack. And then this was always there. And my dad asked me if he wanted me to get rid of all this, and I was like, no, I can have like in a living room in here, and this couch is really nice, so keep it. But also the house came with a bar. Obviously I don't drink, so I turned it into a bodybuilding bar. I have my air fryer, Ninja Creamy, and rice cooker. Everything else is upstairs, and I can't even like microwave my food down here, but I put them down here to just stay out of my dad's way. So, and then I have supplements, have a mini fridge, which is really nice. But yeah, it's pretty much what I'm working with. I'm really happy with how it came out. Yeah. I need to charge my camera because it's blinking at me. I had meal 1. That meal still hasn't changed. My food did change a little bit. I got blood work done before I moved. So I'll have updates later in terms of bodybuilding. But in terms of my life, this is where we're at. And I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I will see y'all a little bit later. Hello, everybody. It is the next day. I didn't film anymore yesterday. Not really for any good reason. I just wasn't doing anything at all. So, yeah, I apologize. A couple bodybuilding or like routine updates that I have before getting ready for the gym. So obviously I've been here for a week now. And every day, Annie and I, or one of the other dogs, will go for a walk before I eat anything or really do anything. It helps kind of jumpstart your metabolism, and I just want to be as efficient as possible. I would like my food to get pretty high this season, so if I can do anything to make myself 1% better, I'm going to do it. So, that my food did change, like I said yesterday. My rice for all of my meals on my rest day is up to 150 grams, and my potatoes on my rest day is 150. My pre and post workout are still the same, but I got my coconut oil back in pretty much all of my rice meals. It's 5 grams, but I will take it. It makes my rice so much better. And then otherwise, I think that's pretty much the only change. I'll do a full day of eating on a rest day because they are pretty different. And my rest day is honestly becoming my favorite day. So, I mean, aside from not training, but the food on my rest day is my favorite. You're being a menace. Will you please stop? Cardio is still 3 times a week, 250 calories. Hopefully that goes away soon. But last night I did actually end up getting a membership at that gym I told you about, and I'm going to go, that's where we'll be today. It's delts and arms, and then I'm going to throw in a little bit of abs because that's another thing I lacked on stage. Obviously abs are made in the kitchen, but mine are very small and underdeveloped, so I just want to do stuff, not a lot. I can't get myself to hit abs very often. But just something to make them a little bit more developed is my goal. And then I did get my blood work done before I left Nashville and got the results back on Wednesday. Now I know as a 22-year-old I should probably have perfect blood work, but obviously bodybuilding is not healthy, and I am an enhanced athlete, so just being safe with that. The results came back a lot better than both my coach and I were expecting. I do have some new supplements that I need to take just to help get back to complete normal. But honestly, everything was pretty good. Where I get my blood work done, they do a review with you with an RN, which is super amazing. And she didn't seem too concerned about really anything, considering what I told her I had been on. I still don't have a period, which I feel like is pretty normal at 6-7 weeks post-show. That will come as everything gets back. I'm about 143, 144 right now, which is about 14 pounds above stage weight. I have my days where I don't want to look at myself. I'm not anywhere near as bad as I was my first show. I think I probably clocked in at like 30 pounds up from stage weight within 4 to 6 weeks post-show, so I will take where I'm at for sure. But yeah, that's pretty much most of the updates. I did apply to be a dasher yesterday, and I obviously got it. It's not hard. So I think I'm going to do that to make some money. Obviously, it's not going to make me a lot of money, but it gives me time to work on my own schedule while simultaneously focusing on my online coaching. Like I said yesterday, is my main focus. So we're going to try it out. I mean, I love listening to music. I love driving. So I feel like this is a no-brainer. And my area is pretty filled with restaurants and filled with people that do pay for these services. So anyways, I'm yapping. And the reason I am on my floor, you may ask, is I did get a question on one of my most recent videos about how I tie my bandana. It's my favorite way of doing it. So I'm going to show you. So I've been sleeping with a braid in my hair every single night for the past 2 weeks now. I have a few friends that are beauticians, I think is the correct terminology for that. I know hairdressers not. So I have a few friends that are in fact beauticians, and I asked them like, what are good ways for me to keep my hair healthy and strong? And they were like, obviously amongst many other recommendations, but the one I heard from every single one of them was to sleep with a braid in my hair and not to braid my hair while it's wet, which I used to do a lot so I'd wake up with like curly hair. So I stopped doing that. Every time I shower, I let it fully air dry. My hair's pretty thin, so it doesn't take too long, and then I just throw it in a braid whenever I'm ready to go to bed. It still shows up. It's a little dark in here right now. It still shows up a little bit curly, so I'm not going to brush it right now because I want it to be slightly curly under the bandana. But what I do is I like to take out a few strands before the next part, separate it. I say half, but half of my hair gives me like 2 strands to work with under it. So whatever works best. Take a hair tie, and then it doesn't have to be clean. I just throw it in a quick little bun, making sure I get all of the hair up in it, because once you tie the bandana, if there's hair straggling, you're going to tie it in the bandana, and it's just going to be painful. And then I throw it on like so. I try to center that little flower over my forehead, tie it, flip it, take the bun out, and then try to evenly disperse the hair over the knot. I don't like tying it over my whole head. I think that it just kind of cuts off all of my hair and it just glues it to my neck. With this, it has hair on top of it, so it doesn't even look like the bandana's tied to my head, and I just like the look of it more. But just play around with it, pull it, so that way there's no like wrinkles or folds. And yeah, that's what I pretty much do. I like it. Let me turn on. Is that better? I hate the overhead light. I like it because I can keep my hair down and it's a little bit more friendly on it, because I used to do buns all the time and I would hear my hair breaking, pulling my hair into this bun, and I know that's not good, but it's just such an easy hairstyle. But with this, hair's down. I only put it up for a couple seconds. Sometimes if it's really hot in the gym, I'll put it in a low bun with the bandana on, but it kind of looks a little ridiculous. But I was mostly doing that on prep. I didn't care how it looked when I was lifting back then. But I think it's cute. It's still gym friendly. I'm not sweating too much. And this is also a really good hairstyle to do when your hair is greasy, because like I said, my hair is thin. So I could wash my hair the day before and it might still have a little bit of like oily sheen to it. So either this or headbands is pretty much my go-to, but that's how I do it. I think that it looks more put together than just tying it to the back of my head. But yeah, I'm going to make my pre-workout meal, eat it. The gym is 5 minutes up the road, so I'm going to have to chill for a little bit and let that meal digest. And then I'll probably talk on the way to the gym, perhaps 50-50 on that, and then I'll show y'all my lift for today. Alright, so it is a lot of hours since I lifted. I don't really have an excuse as to why I didn't film the rest of today. I didn't really do anything today aside from doing my first hour of DoorDash, which was actually really fun. I can see myself enjoying it. Like I said, I love driving. I just got to listen to my music, pick up orders, and I do live in a hot spot. Like I think I said or explained, like, my dad's house is in one of the most convenient areas ever. There's restaurants everywhere. I made $21 for an hour, so that was pretty solid, I think. But yeah, I have had a few meals, and it's 6:52, but I'm watching American Horror Stories right now because I never seen it, and I'm in my fall Halloween mood. Next week I'll start my Halloween movie list that I made 2 months ago. So yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Now that I'm completely moved and settled, hopefully I can get these out more consistently and make them interesting. But the majority of the updates were said earlier. I'm in a better spot than I was, prior to this video even, but just a month ago. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys enjoy. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my content. I have an Instagram linked below, TikTok linked below, barely use it. If you need a coach, that will also be available in a link tree on my Instagram, or you can always DM me questions and we can set up a free consultation call. But yeah, I will see y'all next time.